single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make.
Good morning, Facebook world. Dr. Auda Tovar here, and I am just so grateful to be able to speak and smile with both of my cheeks and just be here with you with an awesome friend of mine, and I think it's going to be a very great chat today. Real talk. Hi, Danny. Say hi if you're there. Dr. Auda Tovar here with Real TikTok with my awesome friend, a colleague of mine here in Miami. Let's see how we can bring her on. Oh, there we go. Bring them on camera. This is going to be good. No bloopers today. Usually I get a lot of Facebook bloopers. Yeah, so hello. Hi, everyone. Let's see. She's supposed to be coming on now. But again, I'm just so grateful that I can talk. I had a horrible incident with wisdom teeth, and my bone got infected, and I was in so much pain. It was not even funny. So I am just so grateful that it's over, and I'm still sore, but I can talk. The infection has been taken care of, and my body is indeed healing. I'm trying to bring her on, and it says adding, and as always, little bloopers here and there when I come on Facebook Live. It's always so fun. But I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday. And yes, we're going to talk really raw here because we've been friends for, I think, 14 years. You can hear me. Cheers to great coffee. The fact that I can drink hot coffee is quite the blessing. I am so considerate of my patients that are in pain, even though I usually don't love patients in pain, but I was in so much pain and I had to go to work, and I am very sympathetic of people that are in constant pain. So everything does happen for a reason, and you tend to turn around and make the best out of things. As I'm trying to make the best out of things here, trying to add her onto camera with me. Let's try again. Why can I not bring you on camera? Are you on your phone? Let me see. Let me text her on my Mac. Okay, we won't do that. All right. Are you there still? I'm going to try to, why can it says they'll receive you an invite to join? Did you get my invite to join? Can you hear me now? Get an invite. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of things. So if you have any questions for two Miami chiropractors, women that have been practicing, that are mothers, that have kids, that are business women, that have their own business programs, anything that you want to throw our way, we're willing to consider your questions and answer them, because we want to get really raw. When we get together as friends, we talk all kinds of things. And I've always said, if we were to, how can I be frozen? Am I frozen for anybody else? I think because people say they can hear me. Frozen for you? How is that possible? Are you on Wi-Fi? So when we get together, our conversations are extremely, shall we say, colorful. And yes, any questions? And I think that if we were to just go live and have these conversations, that is things that people are thinking about, that entrepreneurs, that mothers, that women that are in business are thinking about, and we're just not asking the questions, or we don't dare to put that kind of things out there, then we are not blessing others with our knowledge or with our input. You know, something that we say, even in frustration, as we are venting, can be, you know, the solution is out there in the universe. And the moment you voice it and you put it out there, the universe would always conspire to help you solve it, to help you ease it, and to help others with the same issue. So I don't know why I can not bring her in. I will try again. Okay, so let me see. Facebook land. Let me see if I can add. Here we go. I don't see you as my viewers. You need to be as my viewers. If not, I'm going to add somebody. Guest request. My viewers. No viewers. Oh, Facebook Lives are always so fun. And I look forward also, I'm going to be interviewing James Judge at noon. So try to catch me on that today. We're going to be talking some real chiropractic talk, mission work, on the whole 9 yards. He is a terrific chiropractor in Chicago, and I call him my friend. So that's going to be great too. Let me see. I'm going to keep trying to text her. Oh, you're there again watching. So I'll try to add you there. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm adding you, so please accept me. Let's see if it works now. It says adding. Everybody crush her. Come on, thumbs up. Let's see if this works. Yes, it says that she's being added, so it's going to work. It's going to work. I know it. I have faith. All right. Yeah, so out there in Facebook land, again, I have a wonderful guest with me this morning that I call a superstar, Caro, Latina sister, friend of mine. We practice both here in Miami. And if you have any questions for us, we both have personal growth programs. We are in the trenches and entrepreneurs and practicing full time. So if you have any questions for us, please throw them our way, because we are willing to consider your questions and even answer them. Just keep them, yeah, they don't have to be PG, but not R-rated, please, because in the few lives that we have had, okay, I try to add her again. It didn't go. Let's go again. Are you on your phone? The phone needs to be landscape this way, not this. Ah!
We made it!
Hallelujah! Yeah,
We
girl.
finally did it. Can you see me okay?
I can see you. What was listen, there's no one live that I do that it doesn't have a blooper. So welcome to my world.
This is really my first Facebook Live like this. So this is awesome.
I love that it's your first, Aixa. That's amazing.
We've had many firsts, as a matter of fact. Okay.
We have many firsts that we are not going to talk about here.
There's things we won't talk about. We can just let them, figure it out.
Wonder. Honestly, Aixa, yes, I love you so much as my friend for 14 years, I think it is, or 15. I don't know. I lose count.
I think it's about 15, yeah, it's about 15.
It's about 15 years, and I'm one of those annoying friends that is never gonna stop bothering you and loving you. So
it's okay. I love the love you give me. Sometimes it's rough love, but I love it. And vice versa.
From each other. So I just thought it would be so great to have you on this real TikToks, and we can just get raw here and talk about anything, right? But for the people that are watching that don't know you as well as I do, would you tell them a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in practice, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, well, my name is Aixa Goodrich, and I've been in practice for about 18 years, a little over 18 years. And my passion really is to improve lives, and I've been able to do so many things in the chiropractic world to help people not only regain their health, but stay healthy and just really live the life that they're supposed to be living, which is healthy, empowered, abundant, and full of love and success. So I love what I do.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. That's what we're here for. I love it. Yes. And you had your own radio show, and I was a guest, and we had
we did. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. I had the radio show, and I've done some TV, so I've had the opportunity to really get out there and spread the word on chiropractic, what it is, what it's not, and how you can utilize it to really live your best life. It's all about living your ideal life.
Right, and you have a program that is called?
It's called Manifest Your Epic Life. So while I've been able to empower so many people in our community, in my practice, I really wanted to create something where I can reach more people outside of my practice and make it like a global impact. And I really feel that a lot of people, first of all, are not healthy to the level that they should be, but a lot of it comes from the mindset. It comes from their limited beliefs. It comes from emotional upheaval that they've locked into their systems. So this program is meant to, take care of your body, but also unlock your unlimited potential. Not to sound anything like Tony Robbins, because it's nothing like Tony Robbins, but we incorporate spirituality and attracting your ideal soulmate or your soulmate. and attracting like love, abundance, wealth, prosperity. This is your birthright. It really is your birthright.
I love it. Listen, we have to
I just,
combine Get Naked and Manifest Your Epic Life and have a powwow here in Miami.
for
For
sure.
women, for men that want to open up their hearts and just be within, heal those wounds and really live their best life. Yes, we have to do that. Look, you can't recognize it, but this is a cup from the cabin experience.
I have one too. I have one too. We didn't go to that cabin together, but yes.
We didn't go to the cabin together. Thank God Larry would have just gone bananas on us. But yes, you have also come with me to Cara Mission. So you've been part of that part of my world as well. And you have seen what it is to serve the less fortunate and to really strip down all your layers and raw with how beautiful chiropractic can be when we just give it and the people receive it. So you've been part of that too. Tell people about your experience with Cara Mission.
Oh, Cairo Mission was just such an incredible experience. Auda had been after me for a few times. Come with me to Cairo Mission. And I'm like, okay, I've always wanted to do something where you go on a mission trip and you serve others. And I think initially you finally convinced me, and I went. It wasn't a matter of convincing because I wanted to do it. It was a matter of like scheduling with the kids and school and everything else. So finally we're able to do it. And we get there, and of course, most people, at least in my experience, I went thinking, oh my, like I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to give so much to all these individuals. We're going to be able to adjust, hundreds of people a day and do chiropractic and just empower them. And then what I found was that I received so much more than I could ever give in 100 lifetimes to these people. They're humble, they're loving, they're just amazing, amazing individual. And did it glitch out?
You glitched up.
Okay. So one of the stories that really sticks with me is, we live really healthy lifestyles. Soda is just not in our life, right? Like I just don't drink sodas. I just, don't eat crappy foods, whatever. So we're going down this village, and I'm going into a hospital. And one of the village members that lived in that village was having a baby. Like one of the moms was having a baby. So if somebody runs out and they ask us for help, well, imagine like you're like in a hut and you're like no light, there's no water, there's nothing, and you're like, okay, what do I do? And it was just the most beautiful experience to see a child being born under these conditions, where here in the States we need all kinds of like stuff to have a baby, and then as I'm walking out, the thank you was a Coke. Like a Coke can, right? Which I didn't expect, and I didn't really want because I don't drink that stuff. But I tell you that if you don't take their can of soda, you're like, who are you, and why aren't you taking like what I'm offering you? This is like priceless to them. And for us, it's kind of like, oh no, that's like poison. You know what I mean? So just so humbling for them to call a stranger into their lives, to have to experience that moment, and then give you something that they value so much, just a simple can of Coke. So it really was a beautiful experience. And when I came back, I was like, oh my God, like my soul had been rejuvenated. My life had like completely changed, and I haven't been back, but I can't wait to go back and probably take my kids because they need to go.
Well, you have to do it. You should come with me in September. I'm leading that trip, and it's gonna be an intimate affair. It's a small group, so we're gonna do all kinds of crazy things.
Well, you'll let me know the dates, and maybe I can bring a few people with me that really need
yeah,
to.
Yeah. Talk about this right after.
Sure, for sure.
But yes, it's the end of September, from September 26th through the 30th, and it's going to be fun because I'm going to incorporate a few new things because I'm leading it. So why not? Let's get naked. Let's go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's really go all out here. Why not? So anyways, I know that when we get together, we have
really
such amazing chats, and sometimes we don't even realize how 1 hour or 2 hours have passed by, and we have to get back to our lives. And we talk about so many things because we're both in the trenches. We're both, mothers of big kids, right? Now your kids, you have one in college already. Goes to the same school as my children, right? So we have kids I have two in high school, and we have so many similarities in our lives and our paths and everything or the bumps that we have had along the way. So we talk about so many things, but what would you tell women that are sometimes struggling and they just want to, they feel that they cannot keep going because they're, dude, is sometimes it's tiring, and then the little petty things of our businesses get in the way, and we get frustrated, and employees and the whole 9 yards. I mean, we know because we have spoken about it all. But I trust your advice, and your words are always so good. So what would you say to the ladies or men, whomever is watching, that what would be your advice?
Okay, so it goes for both men and women because oftentimes we get so caught up in the minutia of the day. And stress really isn't what happens to you. It's really not the stressor that happens to you. It's how you choose to respond, right? So we need to take control of our internal world. We control our external world, right? If it's too cold in here, I'm going to go ahead and turn up the thermostat so that it, so that I get comfortable. But what do I do when my thermostat is like boiling inside? What do I do? How do I shift that thermostat? And I think it really starts with mindset. Like what you think about is what you're going to create. So if you keep focusing on the negative stuff all the time, that's what you're going to attract more of. So I think some of the things is prioritize. Look, is this really going to make a difference in a day or in 5 days or a week or a month or a year? And if it's really not going to make a difference, then let that shit go. Like you don't have to hold on to it. And so I'm sorry if you're offended by cursing, but I curse quite a bit. Actually, I heard that people who curse are really, really smart people. So there you go.
Woohoo! Oh, my mom is not watching. It's okay, but yeah,
it's okay. I won't use it.
A petty mouth. So regarding your advice, it's funny because I tell all my patients, I keep getting WhatsApp conversations here. Venezuela is like burning alive, apparently. But yeah, so the WhatsApp, my WhatsApp has been going crazy with this whole talk. But I tell my patients to just get yourself like a bottle of coconut oil, like I have right here, and just every time something bothers you, just pour it on you and let it slide, because it's really not worth your stress, your health, your wellness, your happiness to let it affect you. I was just talking to the kids yesterday, and I was like, the one thing that really affected me when I was young really doesn't really matter now. Like, trying to not go to Europe because I was going to miss 2 weeks of school. Who really cares? Now in hindsight, but most of the things that it is indeed in your mind. I love what you said, because it is, and we are the only ones that can control what goes in and how it affects us. And if you have this, a virtual bottle of coconut oil in your mind, and you just let things slide instead, let it come in and infect you, like with my teeth, like infect you and pushing you of that negative energy that is only going to linger and attract more negative things, and then it's going to be a spiral, and before you know it, you're going to need a big ladder just to get out. But I feel that having somebody that you can talk to and having friendships like this one is so important, because we do need each other. We are so connected on this internet thing, like there's people watching and nobody has posted questions, but please post questions, say something. And we are disconnected. We live in our phones and we live in this crazy go life, and I feel it's time to connect. So next time we're going to be in the same room when we do this.
Absolutely, for sure. Look, I think we're so connected, like you said, but we're so disconnected. And then we live vicariously through other people's lives, and that creates even more turmoil. So look, shit's gonna happen, and it's okay. But you have 60 seconds to like channel that stuff and let it out. Okay, that's it. No pity parties. Life is gonna throw stuff at you, and you just need to be like, okay, you need to like dodge that stuff. Catch it, throw it back. Don't let that stuff linger in. Just be like a catcher. Catch it, and throw it right back into the universe. And let that stuff like melt away, because the truth of the matter is that if you hold on to anger, resentment, fear, worry, and all those things, none of that stuff serves you. And what ends up happening is that it creates this like negative vibration, and you just attract less and less desirable stuff, right? So you just got to let that stuff go. I mean, there's really no point in holding on to it. Now, there's tools you could use for that, and we can discuss that a little further if you guys want. And by the way, whoever's listening, Kim, I see you. Emilio, I see you. Orlando, I see you. Thank you so much for joining us with my good friend Auda, and she has me on her Facebook Live, so it's pretty cool. if you guys have any questions, ask, because we're here. We're taking questions. You know, anything you want to know about life, about health, about wealth, abundance, attraction, things like that. You know, post them. We want to know.
I told them to keep it PG. Yes.
Yeah, PG. Yeah, PG for sure.
I think it's so true. There's indeed so many tools that we can use for the mindset, and but I feel the biggest thing and the thing that I would tell right now the listeners is to just become aware. You know,
Yeah.
just become aware of what's going in and out, because we get numb. We are unconscious half of the time. So the awareness that that feeling or that thought or that whatever is in is the biggest step. The first one, acknowledge that it's there so you can let it pass. But you don't acknowledge, you might come in, just creep in and just take over. Free
Right.
rent all over your body and soul and mind. And you don't want that. But yeah, so I feel that as what would you think is the biggest challenge we have as women?
Biggest knowledge we have as women. Well, before we get to
If
that,
we have any challenges, because you can say we have none, which sometimes we feel we have none. But if we had to say, considering this is the year of the woman and the whole, you know, revolution going on, what would you say? Because we are women chiropractors, women entrepreneurs, and, you know, we have seen all sides of the coin.
look, I think the only challenges that we have are those that we self-impose on ourselves. Okay, so that's it. I mean, I think really, look, we as women have done very well in this chiropractic field, and this is a male-dominant field. So anything is absolutely possible. And there's been women who have just completely surpassed, you know, different levels and really have become super successful in fields that are male-dominant fields. And I really think that if you come from a mindset, or you have that mindset that anything is possible and I can achieve anything that I want as long as you do the work. You know, don't say, well, I deserve this because I'm a woman. No, put your big girl pants on and do the work. Don't expect any differences. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges we have, are the ones that we self-impose. And I think a lot of that comes from our upbringing, from our mothers, fathers, teachers, preachers, that they tell us, oh, you know, that's not a woman's job, or that's a man's job, or, you know, no, it's not. You know, we're completely self-sufficient. Is it wonderful to have a man by your side, or a partner or something like that, that is going to help you along the way and be supportive? Absolutely. But you definitely don't need anybody to make your life better, or to
You don't need to be completed. Tom Cruise lied.
You are complete.
Renee Zellweger. I don't even know her name, but yes, I complete you. That is crazy. You have to complete yourself, and whomever comes along just complements your happiness or your misery or whatever that is. And
that's true. If you're waiting for someone to complete you, then what, you're not whole. That means that you're not whole. So what can you give to that other person if you are incomplete? You follow what I'm saying? So you have to complete in order to really attract that ideal person into your life, whether it's a business partner, whether it's a you know, romantic relationship, or in anything in your life. You have to be whole so that you can give of yourself. Okay. And so, and then when you start to have these thoughts of, you know, I'm not good enough, or, you know, how am I ever going to do this? You know, stop for a moment and ask yourself, who's actually having this emotion or this experience? And it's usually your ego. So when you realize that it's your ego and you let that stuff go, oh my God, the world just opens up for you.
it is so true. And I feel that because I've had some experience in the dating world here, which we're about that, because I will have to have add vodka to this drink.
This is episode 2. We'll talk about that.
Episode 2, we're gonna talk about dating in Miami. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
That will be a woozy. But I feel that expectation is the killer of dating. Like, don't expect, just be happy, have fun, be your best self. And the moment you expect that others, that means that you're not giving it yourself. So be your best, and that will attract something similar. But expecting the other to complete you, or to give you, or to do, or that, I think it just tears a little hole inside. And I see so many women that are in this dating world, and they're just, oh, there's no good men out there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I've only met amazing guys. I've really met amazing guys that I'm still friends with. And I think we had a great time. We are still friends. It's all how you see it, or how you expect. It's how you see it. So the different glasses, they're like, but really? You haven't met jerks? I said, the jerks I met, I laughed with. I was like, that work for you, you know? But we're not going to get into that because that could be a lot of.
Episode 2. We'll talk about that. So you can give a dating perspective, and I can give a perspective of, okay, how do you keep a marriage happy and healthy and vibrant, and yeah. That. So stay tuned, guys. But yeah.
Oh, I did a live on relationships and how to spice your relationships, because you got to work on whatever you want to enjoy. If you want to enjoy a good ride in your car, you need to maintain. If you want to enjoy a good ride with this body, you need to maintain it and do all the things. If you want to enjoy a good marriage, you better put your time in it. The kids will be fine. You focus on that partner next to you and making yourself, staying in the game of love, staying that growth process. Don't getting lazy and stagnant and boring, because that's just, I feel it kills it. But you will know better than that, because you have a great relationship, and I love Fernando, and he's such a blessing to you and you to him, and that's how relationships should be like. So
yeah,
that's
I read a little blurb that said something to the effect of, don't let your food get cold while you're staring at somebody else's plate. And that could translate into just about every single area of your life, whether it's in business. Stop looking at what somebody else is doing. Do what you're supposed to be doing. It's the same thing for your relationship. Stop looking and comparing yourself to other people and other relationships, because you are two unique individuals on your own life path, and your relationship is going to be completely different than 100 other relationships. So I think that's a really good analogy to take in. Don't let your food get cold while you're staring at somebody else's plate.
I love it. It's like I always tell them when I get divorced, because obviously I try to help people not to, because I think it's just horrible. But it's not greener on the other side. It's only green where you water it.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel that is just so true. Yes, sometimes you got to fall back to everybody. Yes, to get yourself together, and you work as a team. And relationships is because sometimes one is up, sometimes the other is up, and you just complement each other and building each other up. I think values have a lot to do with that. Absolutely. But we'll talk about that, and that's why I feel like there's no such an ideal. But we live in this social media world that what you were saying, Aixa, is so true, and it happens too much. You compare your relationship because you want in the perfect box, the ideal box you're supposed to be in. And there's no such a thing as a perfect box. I feel, in my opinion, there's no such a thing as an ideal guy. There's just a perfect moment for you. And that. Yeah. And when it passes or whatever, then it passes. But you cannot put yourself in a box, because then you're shutting down your growth.
Just forget the box altogether.
Forget the box.
Forget the box.
Forget the box. Throw away the box. With all that shit, just throw it all away and just let it all go, because it's not ideal. It's just do you. I love that I said do you, and then everybody else will be good. But I know you have an appointment to go to, and we're probably running a little bit on the late side. Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is, but this is what typically happens with us. We start a conversation, and then we can talk for days, for hours, for whatever. And it's a good thing. We have that great chemistry. So I want to thank you, everybody who was listening and who tuned in. Belinda, thank you so much for tuning in, and everybody else. And again, if you have any last minute questions you want to ask Outright, that would be fantastic. This is it. This is
just put it down. I want everybody to keep, when you listen to this live, you can just put it. We will do another live of these, and we're going to be in the same room together. Next one.
Yes.
I'll count you to that one. And we will answer that. And probably I feel something growing here, and we're going to do something together, because we've been talking about it way too long. It's about just jumping in the water and just getting all wet. So we're do it. So put your questions, anything out there. I know we went into so many different topics.
I know. But look, ultimately, you can live the life of your dreams. You can have everything that you ever wanted. You just have to get rid of all your limited beliefs and all your unrealistic expectations, whether it's in business, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in friendships, whatever it is. You just need to get rid of the unrealistic expectations. And, if you do have an expectation, then verbalize it and make sure you come to an agreement. So I think that's the best advice we can give you for today, is definitely, water your own lawn, eat your food before it gets cold, and stop watching somebody else's plate. And you know what? Anytime you have a negative thought come into your mind, ask yourself, who's having that thought? Who is experiencing that emotion? And it's probably going to be your ego. And when you realize that it's coming from an ego, I think that you can probably just let that stuff go and get that bottle of coconut oil out of the house.
Yes, and yes to more of these for sure. I'm going to cheer to that, and we have to see each other very, very soon because we're going to talk about something. And thank you to our listeners indeed. Put questions, put it out there. This is Real TikTok with two Miami Latina chiropractors that are in the trenches doing it every day. Now that sounded bad, but you know what I mean. So thank you, Aixa, for being here. I love and appreciate you. Thank you to everybody. This was so much fun as always. I mean, and if you can find for the listeners, if you can find that one thing that you enjoy and have fun with, it will never feel like work. So
it's true.
It's so true. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you so much for having me.
Ciao.
Bye.